This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com with a daily wrestling news update for you. Raw had their big 30th anniversary show last night, and they are announcing that it was the highest ticket sales in the history of the 30 years of Raw, the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, which means they made tickets really expensive and got the highest sales ever. I did watch some of the clips from it on YouTube, including the Hulk Hogan clip where he opened the show, and it is cool to see all three levels of fans full. So like usually for like the past 10 to 15 years or more, you never see the top levels of Raw or SmackDown because they're always curtained off because they don't get enough fans. So it is cool to see wrestling again, which you rarely see since the early 2000s, with all three levels full. Mind you, they did this by bringing back people like Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair that aren't normally there, and The Undertaker, people that can actually draw. So yes, while that is bragging rights, it's not like they could do that with their regular roster, have tickets that expensive, and get that big of a crowd. Apparently, WWE is trying to bring Austin back for WrestleMania. They've apparently made a huge money offer to him. Originally, they wanted to have him against Brock Lesnar, who also returned last night, but apparently that's not happening. By the way, Ric Flair announced Charlotte on the show. Good to see Ric Flair back on WWE TV. Ronda Rousey apparently isn't scheduled for the Royal Rumble, Women's Royal Rumble. They've only announced 8 or 9 women so far. Triple H, who's been known to bring back a lot of wrestlers that haven't done anything since they've been fired, apparently is looking at bringing back the Authors of Pain, who I haven't heard of having even one match since they've been released 2 or 3 years ago. I'm not hating on them. I'm just saying it's funny that Triple H brings back people that aren't hot on the indie scene. It's just funny. I remember, like, in order to get a WWE job, you'd have to become hot or popular on the indies to get signed. But he brings back people that have been sitting around not doing any wrestling. Apparently, Saudi Arabia made a $20 billion offer to buy Formula One that did not go through. Jay Briscoe's kids are definitely improving, according to Dave Meltzer, so that's good. It looks like they're going to pull through. So, of course, that's great to hear. Benny Gallant, who was a star in Europe in the 50s and a star in Mexico from 62 to 68, wrestling and being in movies with El Santo, died at the age of 93, which is a great age for a wrestler to make. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to have a boxing match at the O2 Arena in London, February 25th, against former Bellator fighter Aaron Chambers. Haven't heard of it, but Mayweather has been doing a lot of exhibition boxing matches. Ivan Wants PN News Shoot Part 2. We did a Part 1 yesterday that was very well received. Some people were hating on him, but as far as why I'm interviewing this guy, he was over for that year or so he was in WCW. I was a WCW fan, and he was over. He was beating guys like Arn Anderson and getting pushed, feuding with Steve Austin. And he had a lot of hate against him for that reason.